Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another edition of G.T.E Professional Network Podcast. I'm your host, Ed Peterson. It is Terrific Tuesday as we continue our growth series for the month of April, educating and uplifting and sharing tools and tips with our entrepreneurs, churches, and nonprofit organizations how to build and grow their network in the area where they do business, utilizing their website as a marketing tool and a lead generating machine. Today's topic is going to be awesome. We're going to have some great impactful tools and tips to share with everyone, especially for my startup companies, because I've been noticing a lot of inquiries been coming in off my website for startups and companies, and of course projects that they're trying to complete throughout the rest of this year. So I wanted to give you some insight as to marketing tips and some insights to growing your presence online that's going to really be an impact for your growth toward what your goals are for this year, 2026. So we're talking about maximizing your online presence, preparing your website in the year 2026 and beyond, because we want to make sure that you guys have the full gist of what it is you're going to be doing, especially for my startup companies. And we talk about introducing the website for optimization for 2026 and making sure that your target market, the people that you're going to be reaching out to in the marketplace, get a chance to see exactly what it is you do and how you can help and benefit them. As servant leaders, that's what we are. Our goal is to serve and help us others as we help ourselves. And the more we stay focused on here, ladies and gentlemen, following one course until successful, we will be able to make an impact and also help as many people, again, as give us permission to do so. So with that, I'm going to be sharing with you some great golden nuggets that's going to be helpful to your growth. For those that have a website, those who have need to update their website, guys, you can always check us out and go to our website at globaltouchenterprise.com. We're here to help. You can fill out our form if you have any questions or inquiries about your business, how to grow it, market, and what have you. We have the tools and tips to give you and help you build it at the particular level that you want to get it to. And then you can 10x your business, ladies and gentlemen, with what we do with automation, of course, utilizing AI, and then also putting together your products and services that you're providing in the marketplace on Front Street, so everybody get a chance to know about it in real time on social media, as well as in the search engines, Google listings, Yahoo, and Bing. And so we want to kind of give you some insights to that and automation so your posts can be consistent and that your content that you create and put together is also consistent towards your goals and towards reaching your target market and helping others in the marketplace. Again, we only satisfying three things is what people want, need, and can afford. You satisfy these three things, ladies and gentlemen, you can be successful. So it's all about how we collect the data in our marketing efforts and campaigns, and that all our marketing efforts that we do must be pointed directly back to the website. And so that is what we talk about, and what I'm talking about as far as our growth series for 2026 and beyond moving forward, so that way we can continue to take note of what we're doing every 90 days. Now in the second quarter of the year, our goal is to make sure that we can reach as many people as possible. So to maximize your online presence in 2026, your website must serve as a digital headquarters that prioritize users' experience, we call UX, and establishes deep topical authority and adapts to both human and visitors with AI-driven search systems. Now, this is the change in the future, the times in it, and these are just tools. So as the tools elevate and, of course, get more advanced, we ought to be on the ones to be using these tools to maximize the moment that we need for our online presence. A strong website is no longer just a digital brochure. It is a fundamental for building brand trust, capturing first-party data, and converting high intent traffic to grow your market. Whatever your goal is in your business, regardless of what it may be, Your focus is to make sure that you have high intent traffic flowing through your website, and that you have a CTA, call to action, so you let them know exactly what it is you want them to do. If you're e-commerce business, then of course you want them to make purchases on your website. If you're a service business, then you want them to book and inquire about the product and service that you're providing in the community that you serve. And so that's what it's really all about, the customer logistics of all of that, so that everybody will get to understand exactly how you can help them. Again, it's always using the PHP effect, people helping people. The more people you help get what they want, you automatically, ladies and gentlemen, get what you want. But you got to just help enough people. So the core website optimization strategies that we must have today in 2026, basically, is a foundational technical health and clarity are essentials to prevent user friction and improve search performance, so that way people can easily find you. If you go through your Google listings and you get a chance to see now, you can add videos to your Google listing. But where are you listed in Google? Did you submit your domain name? Did you submit the website and your contact information on your search engine? And that's also on Yahoo and Bing. You can do the same thing. And so you want to have clarity and purpose when it comes to your specifics that you want your target market to do when they find you. So every core page should immediately answer who the service is for, what problems are you solving, and what are the next steps, which is the call CTA. If a site does not reduce basic customer questions, it needs attention. Very much so. So you want to make sure you got that information prepped and ready for them, so that way you can help them get what they want, need, and can afford. So you want to do mobile first performance, because here's the thing. We use our cell phones more than anything now. It's like clockwork. These mobile devices are easily access to getting and reaching people much quicker and more effectively. Why? Because over 60% of web traffic is mobile. User responsive designs from your websites, easy to tap buttons where they can make a purchase or fill out a form or whatever you want them to do on your page, is an sure way to make sure that it's readable, that of course is in focus, and that is really neat and put together so people can do exactly what you want them to do. But again, our mobile devices are more user-friendly than anything. And people go to the websites off their phones. If they're at home or they in a stationary position, they may look you up online through their laptop or tablet or desktop computer. But more importantly, your focus should be targeting the mobile devices, because we take this with us everywhere we go. Some people even sleep with it. But nonetheless, your goal is to make sure that you have something on a mobile first performance, so that way you can reach them much quicker. Email marketing is still good. Yes, all the other versions are still there and available, because we look at everything now in real time. Now, social media platforms is also going to be a critical point that you're going to be needing to have as well when they go through the mobile devices. And so you want to make sure that if you're on social media like Facebook, you got Instagram, you got TikTok, LinkedIn, Fanbase, all of those, you want to make sure that you're there and that people can comment and reply to you, or you reply to them. And now you are engaging your target market, your end users, on what it is you're doing. So the next thing, though, you want to talk about is the speed and technical health of your website. Now, you want to aim for a page load time under 2.5 seconds. You want to use next-gen image formats like WebP or what we call AVIF. And basically, these are just new extensions of web performances for platforms, so people can browse, they can catch to improve the performance of how the website looks, how the page looks, your images, your videos, anything that you put on your website, you want to make sure it is crisp and clear. There's no blurriness, there's not fuzzy when you read the content. It's not something that's bouncing or is out of context and it's out of order. You want to have all things done in decent and in order, but you want to make sure your web pages are in order the proper way. So to test that, you want to just go to your device and look at it on your phone. Then you want to go to your laptop or desk or tablet. You can see the same thing. Now, it shouldn't matter what screen size your website is looked upon, but it should be crystal clear on all screen sizes, no matter what size it is, whether it's a laptop, tablet, or your phone. If it fits, then you're good. If it doesn't fit, we need to tweak up some things. All right. So you want to do trust and accessibility too. Implement the SSL certificate, which is the secure socket layer that I talk about all the time. You want to have accessibility compliance. The WCAG 2.1 is mandatory in 2026. This is for web designers and people who are on my level with Global Touch Enterprise. Since we are a web design and marketing company, we want to make sure that we educate our clients in reference to this so that way they can be in compliance. As it expands market reach and improve your SEO, because we got search engine optimizations, we got GEO, generative engine optimizations, and then we got AEO. So we have all these holes out there that we have to make sure that we are in step the right way as far as that is concerned, so people can still find you on the search engines when they pull up a particular AdWord or keyword. When they go into Google search or Bing search or Yahoo search, they'll still pull your information up. Google yourselves, Yahoo yourselves, and Bing yourselves, so you can basically see where you are on the listing. If you're not happy with it and you're not nowhere to be found, then that's going to be the reason why you're not getting the business that you can have if you do it this way. And also, too, you want to make sure that you want to have your reviews posted on your website, which is I always stress that, and also making sure your Google reviews are consistently done by your customers, by people who have used your product or service that you provided for them, so you can get the immediate feedback from them, which helps you grow your business as a whole. So now we're talking about the modern SEO and the AI integration that we do today in 2026. So search visibility here in 2026 has shifted from simple keyword rankings to generative engine optimization, which is the GEO that I just talked about, and becoming a trust source for AI. And so if you think about how things are done now, these are tools, just continue, let's focus there, that the structure for the AI extractability, it uses clear, self-contained facts and structured data, which is called a schema markup, to help AI systems like Google's AI overview, accurately interpret, and cite your brand, your logo, your website, your contact information, your address, all of those things. AI will basically do extract and make sure it's clear and that it is easy and it is accurate and that it is true. So your content ecosystems that you want to create for your business is very key. Replace random blog posts with topic clusters and pillar pages that really not going to help. This signals topical authority to search engines and provide natural next steps for visitors if you continue to have those in place. Now, blog posts is still key factors. Why? Because that's the system that they created around blogging, so that way your blogs that you post based on the topic or subject matter that you're talking about, that's educating and uplifting your people so they can learn more about you and also about the subject matter that's beneficial to them. And it's all about them, not about you, but them. So if you're gearing your blogs around the people, guess what? The people will be definitely going to center around you, and they'll be looking at your page more, your website more, and you can conduct more opportunities to close more deals. So These are the systems that I'm talking about when it talks about the growth mode and putting together this system which saves yourself time, energy, and money. So you want to basically have an intent-driven content, though, when it comes to building it from your website. It has to be consistent, though, across the board. In season, out of season, or we call the .io input output. That's what we talk about, and it has to be consistent. So you want to focus on answering real customer questions, though, directly in your headings and the first few sentences of a section on your website. And also, if you think about it, on your search engines, and you can do that as well as on your blogs, as well as on your on the sites that you go to, the social media pages that you have. Now, depending on how many social media pages you're going to be using, then you want to kind of cut that down to a systematic way that it's going to be more visible to where most of your target market is interacting in. You must understand where they are, where they hang out, where they congregate on the social media. If you see them on Facebook, then that's where you want to be. If you see them on Instagram, so forth and so on, you want to do that too. But the intent-driven content, though, has to be on a base answering the questions that they have. So you want to be in real time, though, and you don't want to have a time delay in responding to them when they're asking questions in reference to your product or service or your business that you're providing in the marketplace. So you want to move beyond generic keywords, basically, because to target high intent buyers, queries such as comparisons and the best for use cases. You want to make sure you get away from the generic ones, the keywords, because everybody's grabbing a lot of keywords and just throwing them out there and see what stick, and that ain't going to work. You got to make sure that you're doing it on the right level, specifically targeting the people that you're going to be reaching, age demographics, the location, income levels. These are what companies do. And you're a business. Now, as an entrepreneur, you should be focusing on those levels. Why do you think they put a Walmart in this particular area, or Target, Best Buy, whatever? Because they were looking at the age and demographics of the groups of people in that community. And they're not everywhere, but there are where it's heavily populated. And also they look at the income levels and also the demographics of the population, the size of the people in that particular community. But you want to do what is called EEAT signaling, which demonstrates experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Couldn't get that out for a minute. By including detailed author bios, citing credible sources, and embedding authentic reviews directly on your website. So this part here is where we basically demonstrate our experiences, our expertise, our authoritativeness, and trustworthiness by including the very details of the author and who is the owner of that site. What are you representing? Notice we have our pictures there mostly. Some people have a video of themselves on their website talking on the About Us page. And on the About Us page, give us what it is all about the company, about the person who's running the company, about those particular ins and outs, and their mission, their vision. All of that is also noted on the About page. Exactly what they're here to do, what their goals are in reaching people and helping people, again, using the PHP effect. So the EEAT signaling is going to be gearing yourself around demonstrating those things, which is the experience, your expertise, authoritativeness, you know what I'm saying. And of course, trustworthiness, and that's most important, the trustworthiness piece, because one thing about it, a lot of people basically falsify and put a lot of things in there that's not there for real, but you want to keep it real, you want to keep it above board so people can really see that you really mean what you're saying, you say what you mean. So if people call you and they have a question about a particular product or service, if they made a purchase from you and they come back, are you doing your follow-ups with your customers? Are you engaging with them still after they made that purchase? Or are you just going on and moving to the next person, not even thinking about the people who have bought into your business before? Are you caring about that? That's where the trustworthiness will really come in at. And while we really want to stay focused on engaging consistently, and while you have clients like me, I have clients that I had when I started my business back in 2008. I still have the same clients to this day. And because of the fact it's been 18 years, I can tell you that it hasn't been a day that goes by that I don't think about my clients that I've started with, and even the clients that I have that's anew. So I treat them all the same, and I give them the same respect and the same opportunities to really share what their goals are and roles are and what they would like to do and what my company, Global Touch Enterprise, can help them do in reaching their market by designing a good website, interactive website with AI, as well as their marketing campaigns, automation, building up their funnels, and making sure that they have the necessary things that they need to continue to grow. So we want to talk about the content and engagement trends that is relevant today in 2026. So engagement quality now matters more than vanity metrics like tool impressions. So you want to make sure that your engagement is key. Content and engagement trends. We need to do both. Content, making sure it's relevant and that it's going to reach the target market and people that you want to reach. Engagement, getting them to engage and you engage with them by following up. If they're making a comment, reply to those comments. If they're asking a question or a query about something, answer them in a time frame that matters. And so your interactiveness and multimedia format is going to be key to that goal. So your video lead-led campaigns that you do shows a 41% higher click-through rate than static content. So if you think about it, videos is where I've been saying that. Videos is where it's at. If you don't have a video on your website or you don't have a video posted on social media, on the search engines, because you can do that now, add videos on the search engine. Yes, Google me, you can find that out. Go to Google Global Touch Enterprise, and you'll see what I'm talking about by adding a video on the search engine on Google. They do that now. Why? Because 41% higher click-through rate is the key, which can drum up to 60%, depending on how much are you going to be video content. And you notice the social media platforms is more video-driven than anything now. Look at TikTok, right? You got Instagram, right? Fanbase. You got all these other ones, Facebook and so forth. LinkedIn, you can do videos now more so, and everybody's gearing toward that. Why? Because you're telling a story, and you're creating a content that is going to be something new about you that nobody knows, and you're connecting the dots. So that's why it's going to be imperative that when you talk about use short format videos for discovery and interactive elements like quizzes or ROIs, calculators to lift engagement up by 150%. And because we're growing our markets and our campaigns, we're customizing it toward the target market, age demographics. We're looking at all these different factors here, so we can make sure that we continue to keep engaging with them on a regular, consistent basis. So you want to do community building as well. And if you don't do this, ladies and gentlemen, you're really missing out on the plot of really growing your business successfully by putting together community building. What are you doing in the community that you're in? Are you serving? Are you helping? Are you educating? Are you co-oping with them? And are you engaging with them? And so you want to integrate social features and user-generated content such as social walls and interactive galleries can improve conversion rates by 29%. So community building is going to be the essence of integrating social features. Things that you have that you part of the community that you have used and that you can showcase and show that people know, oh, he's from my neighborhood, or I know that company. They right down the street or they know, people know that because of that social wall that they put together to kind of guide people on where they located and where they are. If you're a brick and mortar location, of course you want to do that on a regular basis. But if you're online and you want to build your online presence, then you want to do the same thing true as well. So you want to use that consistently. Again, these tools, these are nothing but tools that we can showcase and grow in helping others as we help ourselves. So all of this performance monitoring, but your first party data strategy that you want to use is third party cookies, fade. You want to use value exchanges like free templates, guides, and tools to capture email addresses and build a direct relationship with your audience. And so, we talk about email marketing, we talk about a lot of different levels here. Well, they can fill out the form on their website. You can do a newsletter if you're doing that. If you have contact information or support us or guide us, depending on your company, you want to make sure that everybody can do that real time on the website. Again, all marketing efforts must be pointed directly back to your website. And the more you focus there, ladies and gentlemen, the stronger you get, the better you come out. And now you have an opportunity of performance that has customized and that's organic, that people can say, oh, he did this himself. Yes, there is no help because your website is your website. However that may look, your goal is to make sure that it's user-friendly, mobile-friendly for sure, and that you're engaging with them on a regular, consistent basis. If you haven't gotten a feedback or you're not collecting data, then you're really missing the boat on your growth for this year 2026. So that's just one of the quick tips that I want to share, tools and things that I want to give today. And I'm hoping that you guys get a chance to really understand the empowerment of your website ownership. It's all about owning your content, your narrative, and understanding exactly your target market, your people that you're trying to reach on a regular, consistent basis. But you have to do marketing campaigns and understanding, again, the 5 P's of marketing, which is all about the people, the product, the price, the place, and the promotion. The more we focus here, the stronger we get, the better we come out, and we'll have a big audience after a while before you know it. So let's continue this second quarter on the right track as we now in the 14th day of the month of April. And in April month, this is where we really start sinking our teeth in, digging down deep and reaching as many people as we can. So with that, I want you guys to really think about the opportunities that you have in front of you. Continue to grow, continue to build, continue to study, and make sure you do your research on how to get out here and do your thing. Because again, at the end of the day, it's all about you incorporated. It's your business as an entrepreneur. So you want to get out, you want to continue to grow, continue to build, and help as many people in the process. So with that, I want to thank you all for this opportunity. And again, if you have any questions, go to our website at globaltouchenterprise.com. You can check me out. You can Google me again, Global Touch Enterprise. And then again, we'll be here to assist, always here to help, and always here to give you some good insight as to your growth in the marketplace. So with that, keep the faith, ladies and gentlemen. And as always,